Good day and great light illuminators and way showers. Thank you for being with me and Dave. And here we are once again expressing and sharing the infinite and beautiful and magical language of light. The languages of lights of all that is. The language of the water, of the earth, of the sky, of the soil, the wildlife, the animals, the insects. Everything is just speaking its own magical verse of the infinite song, the infinite symphony of Source. So we're paying a little impromptu visit here. We are at the, is it Horton Mill? Horton Mill covered bridge, which will show you the bridge up above, but this is one of the streams underneath the covered bridge, and the covered bridge is actually impassable now. We drove on it, across it, probably one of the last people. So I wanted to just share this beauty with all of you and share the blessings of this space and nature. As we explore these little places. And this is only, I don't know, maybe less than 10 minutes from our house. So we're always looking for places to explore and possibly hike and bring Abby to hang out. It's a little bit of a climb out here. It's not too bad. There's a lot of interesting caves, and we're kind of right off the highway. I'm sure you guys can probably hear that. And I'm sure this was probably a covered bridge. That was probably a mill at one time, being called the Horton Mill. It was probably a logging mill here at one point.
It's on Horton Mill Road.
Or Horton Mill Road. So I always feel so honored and humbled and blessed and privileged to experience the earth in these ways and just share our figurative and literal backyard with all of you, wherever and whenever you are. As it really leaves me, it's breath-giving and breathless all at the same time. So welcome home to all of you, whether you're new to Languages of Light's channel. Thank you and welcome home. If you're coming back home, welcome.
It's 88 degrees.
88 degrees.
In the sun, but not more. It's tolerable in the wilderness here.
It's cool. It feels cool under the canopy of the trees, and it smells probably like you would imagine it does, green. Just to capture the language of the light, the codes of the sun and the water, and to remind each and every one of us as we experience these things that we are literally hearing the language of Gaia, the language of the water collective, the language of the co-creation of the water collective, the rock collective, the wood, the tree collective. I talk to the moss. These are ways that we more and more, as we begin to communicate with our own earth and open ourselves up once again to more and more of all that we are, we embrace more of the codes that open up within us the ability to see more, feel more, experience more synchronicity, possibilities, tapping into parallel realities, understanding that the earth is a very unique and magical place. And to once again encourage all of us to share the blessings of Gaia whenever and wherever we are. There's Dave kind of meditating on the water over there. So thank you. Thank you for joining me on my shamanic journey as I hear and share the information. Through these codes of light, through the language of light that we speak. For it is simply the language of love, of eternal, infinite, and everlasting love, to remind us of our connection to all things and to each other and to the earth. And that if we literally paid attention all day and every day to these things, how infinitely more magical our lives would be. So immerse yourselves in this shamanic journey and feel the connection and the love from me, from Source, from the earth beneath your feet, the air that we breathe, the oxygen from the trees, and the beautiful co-creation. Levisamare shene ki samvashana. Tamariala vakatavi samaravashana kile sanantiato. Vajimato kondaveshe esava anamalavakatubikite. Eva sonoshe veshenotviamalahi. Pindaya asavakashono sevishete. Ivaya malavate amalavasave. And I literally hear and feel the seraphim, the founders, the creators. For all of you were there with them, with me. Creating this magical wonder. Shavishano to vekya visanto. Kavishami teve haloko sivisono. Avishano te etevisono. Abete shanishive. Kibotu kivashano balihana bate. Kavasosha shanasiati kite. Kivaso jonote ki ichivasa. Natok. Zivashano to vi. Oh! Sivasho uruku shevesenatia. Keta visapora pasani. She say, Lizivatavi. It's pretty humid though. Lizinokoya isana. Praketia nentia savashanotivia ta ishe. Si zavesetia vashano. And this was another impromptu trip. We were really not planning, really. We've been wanting to come here, thought about coming here today. And I have to stop at the local grocery store for a couple of things, and since this was only a few minutes away, we just came to see how navigable it is, and how we could come down here and check out the water and see if we would be able to safely bring Abby down here. So okay, here comes Dave.
Man-made. I'm pretty sure it's not.
No, it really looks like this just got naturally kind of dammed up here with the...
Look at it. It looks like tiles that go all the way across.
Look at that.
Very, 90-degree angle slab.
So, you mean man-made or not man-made? It looks pretty man-made.
But I don't think it is.
But then I wonder too, maybe we don't really know what was under here when it was a mill. So maybe this was actually, it could have been a road maybe, or...
But these are stones. These are.
Yeah.
And you can sort of see remnants of other square-like pieces.
Yeah, because they do actually, well, you know, it is quite possible too that somebody put them there on purpose for, you know, being able to walk out there. You know, but those are pretty big stones. I don't see that, you know, that's an
Yeah,
easy
like
thing to do.
These ones right here. So it just makes me think
Yeah,
of like the ancient alien structures.
right.
That they're, you know, these are not obviously fitted perfectly with no gaps, etc. But
And actually, once you get down here, the water is actually pretty slow. And they no longer let car traffic, you know, motor traffic through the bridge anymore. So we literally were probably one of the last people to drive it. Nalofa poshana keleanda I tevesa porvesana. Akatu ashafishimona viasa monamiana. Akativleshano ki fisoto fisomosesha. Sonomaliana ma ikite visopodopo anania takite. Sivashano no mialava kativashana basovashano. Savisono to isha. And if you are new to my channel, I've been making these videos, gosh, for, I don't know, over 8 years now, and there's just so many that express my love and the language of light, and every single one of them is just as powerful and now and in the now as they were the moment I made them. And my arm's getting a little shaky now, so I think I'll do another quick blessing with Dave here, and we'll head on our way. It's actually it is getting pretty hot and steamy in here. And we slept outside more or less under the stars. We actually have a porch, so that we were sleeping under, but slept outside by the fire, and we take the opportunity, every opportunity we can, to be outside, to be in nature, to work outside, play outside, be outside, obviously weather permitting, and the weather's pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Even all year long, the winter. Oh, I got a beautiful light beam. Oh, check this out. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I got a close up. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. There it is. And these are the things that you can't experience unless you're right there in that now, with the light coming through, the sun, through the clouds, to the water. It's just in that moment. These are the things that create epiphanies within us, and ideas and motivations and inspirations happen when we immerse ourselves in these codes, these literal magnificent messages from our higher selves, from Gaia, from our parallel counterparts. And it's later in the afternoon now. We wanted to wait until it was a little bit cooler, and but it's still sort of humid. But so it's the sun is kind of starting to get low in the sky, and everyone's coming home from work. Okay, I'm gonna flip the camera here. It's hard for me to hold because Dave's so tall. Here, can you hold it? Lazy. Eżito vesana che deve sono vesha l'antichetta vesamala e la zevisano ki aisha sema sobeshe iki ishanasave ki alala neta vesamali vesana ki ashomo me sebashomo liabakate. We never tire. I hear my guides, the emissaries, the Light Collective, we never tire of sharing this joy. I never tire of sharing this joy with all of you, and these magnificent places and spaces that we come across, and feel just humbled and honored to share it with all of you. And so whether you're experiencing winter in the southern hemisphere, or as us, the ends of summer here in the northern hemisphere, just be. Lave somoshe. Nicola miana vikia mashono ya alasete ina, and know know that every single answer lies within the question, and it will always arrive in its absolute perfect timing for all of you, for me, for all of us. Zavishno to me and Mayaka, you know, nature reminds us that in the chaos is perfect order, is perfect timing for absolutely every single thing that exists here and in nature. It's in its own perfect timing, and whether it's early or late, what we consider early or late in the season for something, it's still in its own perfect timing. And to remind you and me that absolutely every single thing, every answer to every question will come in its own perfect timing, just in time for our perfect spiritual growth, for what we chose upon the journey, what we hide from ourselves just to find with the breadcrumbs that we leave, with the symbols and signs and synchronicities and people and places, and to remind all of us that in this moment it's perfect just as it is in this now, and the next moment will be just as perfect. And to remember that, you know, we've gotten through them all one way or the other, right? Everything we thought we couldn't get through. I was reminded today that remember when we were asking for what we have today. And sometimes we ask by vibration and we don't even realize we've asked for it. So, and yes, how we respond to it, what we do with this now is everything. And to remind everyone that everything is here and now, that the one is the all are the one. And we exist and we always will exist. And absolutely everything, every vibration that we put out is what creates our reality. And to know that every single thing changes, everything changes. And that's the beauty of existence, for all of us, is the beauty that it always changes, no matter what. And to embrace and honor those changes. Just as we embrace and honor the changes in every morning, every afternoon, every night, and every day of our lives. There is only great love and great light here for you. And an infinite, eternal amount of love in our light for you. I love you. I love you. We love you. Mahalo. Namaste.